I don't care how good you are at backing. Try lining up at this door with no point of reference. Well guys, so as you can see, I'm in the middle of nowhere in Bryant, Indiana. And well, it's 25 degrees. It's snowing. It's cold and miserable. But I love this job. I love this job. The snow's hitting me in the face, so I'm just gonna go in the truck.
Just all the things you need for civilization to cave in. And a lot of the things are present, almost earmarks, the precursors of the collapse. They're present in our time. So it's an interesting observation. Yeah, and we're no smarter than our grandparents. Well, that brings me to one of my favorite movies, which is Apocalypto. You know, when the Mayans were running things, like, who could have ever...
How's it going, guys? It's the Peruvian Trucker back with another video. And we are picking up a load. We are in Seymour, Indiana. At a ag facility. Going to Shelbyville, Tennessee. mother. Well guys, so I've been running for about 2 days. I picked up a load in Seymour, Indiana, coming to Shelbyville, Tennessee. I'm currently in Murfreesboro at the Planet Fitness. Well, I just left the Planet Fitness. And I'm heading to Goodlettsville to pick up a load going to somewhere in Ohio. I don't know where, somewhere in Ohio, like 500 miles. So you can see the truck's still here. I'm doing this thing. I've been doing it for a couple months where I have my little sign on the window, just in case. So like I said, guys, I'm in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I delivered last night in Shelbyville at the Walmart distribution center. It was a drop and hook, so I delivered at like 7 o'clock-ish. And I struggled a little bit to find parking after that. I had to head to the Loves in Murfreesboro. It's a little bit further south on 24. But thankfully there were a couple spots. I got there at like 8:30, I want to say. And there were still like a good 10 spots at the back. So, you know, parked real quick and took a break. And I got this load this morning going from Goodlettsville, Tennessee to somewhere in Ohio. Let's see. Where's it at? Where's it at? I gotta upload the app. If only it would load. So the Prime app on the Geo tab hasn't updated yet, even though I delivered last night. It's a load going to Wintersville, Ohio, and I already did my trip plan. So this load doesn't pick up until midnight tonight. It is 11:17. Plenty of time to go to the Circle K that's by Goodlettsville, park there, pick up tonight. And I already found a Planet Fitness on I-71 about 3-4 hours into my drive to have a workout tonight, and then keep rolling. The load doesn't deliver until tomorrow at midnight, so plenty of time. It's only like 500 miles. I'll probably get into Wintersville at some point between noon and 2 in the afternoon, with just enough time to take another 10-hour reset and deliver at the Walmart distribution center in Wintersville. So like I said, I'm in Murfreesboro and I'm gonna start rolling right now. We're gonna go to the Blue Beacon. I need to wash my truck. It has a bunch of salt and it's really dirty from just running in the snow for the last couple days.
12 seconds later.
So I'm already at the Quick Trip in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. I did not stop at a Blue Beacon to wash my truck. I was gonna stop at the Blue Beacon in Murfreesboro, but I could see the line out from the highway. So I decided that I was just not gonna sit for an hour or two to get my truck washed today. I can just pick up my load tonight and find a Blue Beacon in Cincinnati or somewhere else through the night or tomorrow. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to go back there and I'm going to sleep and we will pick up tonight.
1 eternity later.
Load took a little bit over 2 hours to get ready, but we're here. We're already attached to a trailer. I'm gonna have to drag this trailer a little bit just so I can release the landing gear. Hey Siri. Call Prime Inc. Reefer Dispatch on speaker.
Welcome to Prime's Reefer Dispatch. If this is regarding a live loaded call, please note that this call may be recorded for training purposes.
5121 calling for a live load call.
And the address and the bills?
I have trailers 250355.
Yeah, you running that on fuel continuous?
Yep. 28 degrees.
Perfect. Alright. Good to roll, man. Everything looks good.
Thank you. Have a good morning, man.
You too. Bye.
Bye. And we're ready to roll. Yes. I gotta say, guys, I just get excited every time that I'm just good to roll. We're all hooked up. We're all departed. I hit the gym. our sandwiches for the road. Well guys, so as you can see, we're parked here at this plaza. We got our sign already set up because we're hitting the gym. We're gonna lock the truck real quick. Look at this, I love this. I gotta say, I wasn't planning on this, but there's like a Christian church on this plaza. And well, I'm Catholic, but just seeing this Christian church kind of reminded me or made me feel guilty of the fact that I'm putting the extra effort to find gyms on my runs, but I never put effort to find a church on Sunday. Mainly because I just think that the parking lots will not accommodate for trucks. I've definitely looked to Uber into some churches when I park, but sometimes the Ubers are just too expensive and I don't do it. Well guys, so it's been almost 2 hours. We are well exercised and showered, and it doesn't seem like I'm stuck. I'm gonna have to make a left to leave in that direction, and I kind of need to go wide. If there's any cars parked on my driver's side, it might be an issue, but we'll see. Right. No cars, we are good. We just gotta take that exit. Okay, we have 6 minutes to spare and we'll be ready to roll. I have another sandwich ready to go. I kind of want to make a shake, a protein. I'm gonna make a protein shake. Let's do it real quick and we're gonna hit the road. Okay, it took 9 minutes, but we have our shake ready to go. I just gotta wash my blender real quick. Because I'm the luckiest person ever, in the 9 minutes that I was making my shake, 2 people decided to park right next to me. It's gonna be a little tight, but I still think we can make it.
Several days later.
So this is the Restaurant Depot store. Trucks are piled up. It is 7:30 in the morning. Well, 7:55, my bad. But I had the bright idea of showing up at 9 p.m. last night. So I got a nice parking spot. My appointment is not until 11:30 in the morning. I don't know that I'll get called before that, but I can comfortably sit and then just drive around the building without being blocked by trucks into my receiving door. Good times. Okay guys, so as I mentioned, I'm here in New Jersey. We're waiting to get the call to get unloaded. It's about to be 8 in the morning. I don't think I'm gonna get called before my appointment time. My appointment time is at 11:30. I looked at the check-in sheet and there's appointments every 30 minutes. So we will see. Like I mentioned, I arrived last night and I had a good sleep, so maybe I'll sleep some more, maybe I won't. But I wanted to get into this subject on the video, how I love trucking, because you see, a lot of the days I just go through the motions, you know, especially lately when I'm like trying to plan out my drives to like go to the gym or take a shower, but mainly go to the gym, avoid bad weather. So I'm like avoid tolls. So I'm being a lot more critical about the routes that I take, especially this time of the year. And it's all just going through the motion and it goes fast, you know. But every so often, sometimes it's the scenery, sometimes it's just a good song that hits me. I get reminded of how much I love this job, being in that moment. A couple of days ago, it was the scenery. It was the first day of this year in which, I got to see the sunrise, and everything around me was covered in snow. It was on I-44 heading east after I picked up in Arkansas, in Rogers, Arkansas. And it just hit me. It was like so beautiful. And I like making this video every year because when I first started trucking, my trainer told me I was super excited to be on the road and be doing the job. And my trainer said that that feeling was going to wear off. That it wasn't going to last long. And it hasn't. It hasn't. Like, I would still do this job for free. Yeah, I mean, there's some things that I would rather not do in this job, like dealing with some shippers or receivers. But you know what? If I get to do this, I would. It's part of the job. It's part of it, and 95% of it, it's joy behind the wheel. I've mentioned this multiple times. 2, 3 to 5% is annoying, maybe dealing with a bad shipper or a bad receiver, maybe dealing with a blowout or some mechanical issue. The 95% is pure enjoyment. And that 5% has been a little more present in the last couple of days because we're in sub-freezing temperatures. And for some of these receivers that I've been to, I have to walk to the guard shack and it's sub-freezing, and they won't let you walk into the guard shack. You gotta stand outside the guard shack, again in sub-freezing temperature, and these people show no empathy or urgency to get you going so you can stay out of the cold. And that can be annoying in the moment, but again, I get to hop back in my truck and do something that I love. And this, sometimes I think that it's not the trucking itself, it's just my joy of driving that I get to do through trucking. But nonetheless, I mean, no, it has to be trucking because I do get to meet some people. I get to, feel some accomplishment when I get to back the truck into a tight or hard spot. Those are like little nuggets of joy that they still don't get old. Every so often I'll find a hard spot and I'll still, challenge myself to back into a hard spot. Sometimes I'll give up, sometimes I'll do it, but I love it. And it is bittersweet sometimes because I still miss my family. I like being home. I'm looking forward to my home time. But just like multiple times last year, these home times that I get to enjoy and I will enjoy this year are all made possible because of this job, this specific job. If I had a different job, if you have a local job, etc., you don't get to take time off with the frequency that I have the ability to. Yeah. And in my case, in my specific case with my lifestyle, to do the things, to take the trips, take a month off last year, or 2 months off last year. These are things that are mainly because of my lifestyle. I would argue people that have families or have other commitments maybe don't have the ability to do that. But nonetheless, and I don't see the feeling wearing off. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna have a great time. But I'm gonna be looking forward to hitting the road. And when I hit the road again, and I just play my music and I see the scenery when I'm leaving town, I'm gonna get excited about being out on the road again, not knowing where I'm gonna get sent to. Hopefully not somewhere too cold to kind of like break me in again. But I'm gonna be looking forward to it still. I have my little TV. I have my stuff that I do in the truck. I can go to the gym and do my thing. And if you're that kind of person that enjoys the things that I'm talking about, you don't have to come to Prime. Any OTR job can do that for you. I've never pushed people to come to where I work at. At the end of the day, it's up to each individual to find the company that has what they are looking for. So I just wanted to make this video to share my joy still. And this is not what can I say? A financially smart video, maybe, because YouTube and people thrive on negativity, and there's this thing called negativity bias. So they thrive on negativity. If I have a title that is like, will I go bankrupt, which I have used, people will click on that more. But I never did the YouTube thing for clicks. It's always been about sharing the journey. Lately, I've been caught a little bit with Prime stuff and the culture and stuff, but that's gonna stop. That's gonna stop. I wanted to make this video, kind of go back to my roots, stay positive, because whatever happens outside of this truck, that I really don't pay attention to, like genuinely. I talk to some friends, and that's how I find out of stuff. I'm not watching safety meetings. I'm not looking at Prime's policies. I'm doing the same thing I was doing 3 years ago. The only difference is that, or 2 years ago, the only difference is that now I have a truck that I'm paying for instead of paying for someone else's truck. And right now it's essentially the same as when I had my lease truck, but when I pay my truck off, it's going to be the same job that I love, but with more money and more freedom. And speaking of freedom, people argue that the cameras take away your freedom. For some people it may, if it gets to you. I've mentioned this in the past. I've had the camera for since November, let's just say. Since November 15th, November 20th, so over 2 months now, and it's like it's not even there. I get dinged for it, but I don't care no more because it's stupid stuff that is inconsequential. And if you do everything that you're supposed to do, if you do everything correctly, you will be all right. It's not an issue, and you still have that freedom. If I ever want to stop somewhere, I'm in New Jersey right now, so there's no reason to stop here. But I have family. If I wanted to stop and take 2-3 days, I could do that. I could find a parking spot and be like, change my availability to 3 days from now, and rent a car or get an Uber and go see my family. I've done this multiple times in the past when I was in Colorado and I went to see 2 concerts back to back and see some friends. And yeah, that's still a possibility for anyone. I don't know if other companies have that level of freedom, but that is one thing that I love about Prime. And well, lately, personally, I haven't done that as much. The last time that I really, really, really did that was 2023. 2023, I stopped in California for the weekend. I went to the Peterson Museum, met with some friends in California. Then in August, I did the concert right after my home time. I had a load from Bradenton, Florida to Denver. And, as I was reaching Denver, I found out that there were 2 concerts back to back, Friday night and Saturday night. So I took the weekend off, started running again on Monday. There's been a time or two where I'm just like on my way to a delivery or on my way to mainly on my way to a delivery. and there's just enough time to maybe stop at a museum. I did that at Iowa 80. There's a truck museum, so I stopped there for the night. Lately, that's not really the case because I've chosen to go to the gym and focus going to the gym instead. So my runs are very tight, especially if I have drop-in hooks. Like I'll go to the gym real quick, do an A2 split, and keep going. If it's a live unload, then there's really less of a rush because regardless of when I get there, I won't get taken care of until my appointment time. So then I use that time to go to the gym. And even that, sometimes it's tricky because before I focused on going to the gym, like I was taking time to go to museums or stopping, etc. But for the most part, I would push the load to my 90, to my delivery, to try to get delivered early and move to the next load. So by focusing on going to the gym, that, I'm not saying that this happens all the time, but it can hurt. It can hurt my my revenue because I'm not readily available right away. You know, I'm prioritizing other things, which is not bad, but it's worth pointing out. And that's the only thing that I'm really prioritizing right now. I may stop with. I really want to focus on my physical health and on reading some books that I have in the truck. Editing videos, it has kind of taken the backseat a little bit, which is why I haven't done this style video with like drone shots and stuff. But yeah, you know, I you know, sometimes I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really looking forward to hearing your thoughts on a video like this because I'm all about positivity, guys. Like this job, trucking, again, I mean, I did it all through Prime, but it doesn't have to be Prime. Has done so much for me. Made me so happy. Just the freedom that I have to really do what I want to do. I like have my time. Anyway, this is getting long. I just wanted to share this joy that I have. I'm looking forward to go home. I miss my family and I can't wait to see them. And I look forward to coming back on the road, hopefully when the weather's a little bit better. I mean, it's still going to be February, and usually on February I get sent to California. We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I wish you a great 2025. I can't say that enough. I hope you have a great year. And I hope that for myself. Thank you very much for watching.